This is day one of the Sacred Celebrants training, and tonight we're going to be hosting our lovely trainee celebrants with a meet the team meal gathering. So that's where we cook and serve our lovely trainees some beautiful vegan food and wines and some bubbly to get them all relaxed, and they can get to know each other and get to know us also. And this is really important because the next day there is no time for sharing circles and introductions. We dive straight in. So for the next 2 days, starting from tomorrow, it's going to be rituals, ceremonies, and amazing, incredible, mind-blowing experiences for all of us. Because of the nature of these experiences, these rituals, we don't film, but we will be sending a little bit of film through so that you can get some feedback of how the trainees are feeling at the time. This is Goddess House Healing Temple. This is the Isle of Avalon, and this is Sacred Celebrants Academy. See you soon. Day one proper, we actually had our meal last night of the Sacred Celebrants training, and we have the lovely Joanne here who takes care of our students, anything that comes up for them. And look at the incredible, powerful and beautiful ground altar that Joanne's creating here. So this will stay here all week. And we've got the 4 elements marked out: air, fire, water and earth. And the mother goddess here was made by one of our priestesses, the very lovely Sue Quatermass, who manages Goddess Temple Gifts. We are here on the Isle of Avalon. Let the training commence. What is it that we are able to do with others, with our thoughts and feelings? How does water react to our thoughts and feelings and affect our physical realm around us? Day 2 of the Sacred Celebrants training, and we are at the amazing Chalicewell Gardens today, walking the cobblestone pathways here in the Peace Gardens. And we're here to discover the sacred qualities of the element of water. As a sacred celebrant, the water qualities denote the energies of emotions and feelings, of tears of joy and of sadness. And for this, our sacred celebrants are meditating somewhere in the gardens, could be around the wellhead or the lion's mouth. This place is so beautiful. The waters filter through the tor and pour out any way they can. And so to sit here in silence in the Peace Gardens and just really commune with the land and the sacredness and purities of the waters is quite incredible. We go through the concepts of the pseudoscientist Professor Emoto, and what he discovered in science was that the water is able to contain memory. So it changes its molecular structure according to what we are feeling and what we're thinking. Knowing that we can change the molecular structure of water makes you think, what are we doing to ourselves with our own thoughts and feelings? So this is a very important concept that is brought out in every ceremony that the celebrant conducts. As part of your training, our celebrants make their own ritual tools, and there is a little clip of them making their lovely smudge fans. The feathers have been collected from the land. The swan's feathers that you see, I brought them from a source where they're also collected from the land. The wood that they're using was collected when we went out and did wild foraging on the slopes of the tor in the wood. And this is apple wood that was lying around in the Avalon orchard. So because of the nature of the ceremonies and rituals that are conducted to enable the sacred celebrant to step forward as the ceremonialist, we don't film too much. But I hope you enjoy the little slips of the Chalicewell Gardens, the Peace Gardens. This once belonged to the Abbey and was where the monks had their silent meditations, and has been a place of pilgrimage for people all over the world. And tomorrow we will be covering the passing over ceremony. So I hope you enjoy our little film. And if you're interested in taking the training of the Sacred Celebrant, please click on our website and get in touch. I would love to hear from you. So all afternoon, our Sacred Celebrants have really been put through their paces, having to conduct over and over again how to conduct the passing over ceremony. And they're all absolutely amazing. They just get it. What I'm showing you here is the altar. So we've got the 4 elements marked out. We have the earth element, which is one of these rather fine, lovely fruits of Mother Earth. And we have a chalice. These chalices are handmade by our ceramicists. The terracotta coloured part of the chalice, that's a little bit of the earth from the Isle of Avalon. We have the element of fire here, and the element of air, represented by these beautiful swan's feathers. And this is a very deep, beautifully powerful ceremony where we work with the beloved dead and with those that are left behind, the people, those of us that are bereaved, and working through our grief process. So here's some feedback and a few words from some of our celebrants today. Enjoy. Sonia, you were first up today. Would you like to tell us of your experiences?
It's not what I expected. It was just absolutely amazing and beyond powerful. There's a level of powerful that it's so healing, that you're so appreciative and grateful. So thank you for allowing me to do that. And I'm grieving a loss of a mother, which is one of the hardest losses for any soul to go through. And then when you conducted it, the healing was immediate. It literally was immediate. And your appreciation and praise, the praise is what I felt the most. So thank you for that. So now I can let my mom pass. I'm allowing my mom to pass with such joy in my soul, with such serenity. I found peace by allowing myself and accepting to go through that ceremony. And then to be able to conduct that ceremony, what an absolute honor, what a blessing to hold that space for people and say, I see you, I hold you, I embrace you, and we're all here in a space of love. We're connected, we're supported. We're all going through this together. I'm very blessed, very grateful. We live in a wonderful universe where we all are coming together, and this was one way I saw it. Thank you so much, Dawn.
Vanessa, you conducted an amazing ceremony today. How did you feel about conducting?
The passing over ceremony is incredibly powerful. There's a real gentle beauty to it, which is incredibly healing. And I think it's a fantastic tool for celebrants to have, to be able to offer this to people who are grieving or on the cusp of going through supporting someone in that transition of passing over. It really is a very beautiful, honouring space to hold for people at a very difficult time, and it's so needed, I think, in our communities right now, because there are no other spaces to be able to do this fully. And really honour the depth of the emotion that we feel when we lose a loved one.
Yvonne, you had a very unusual passing over ceremony to conduct from somebody who wanted to reclaim their new selves and to say goodbye to their old selves. So tell me, how did you find this experience of conducting this ceremony, and how do you see yourself conducting this kind of ceremony in the future?
Yeah, conducting the ceremony for somebody who wanted to let go of their old self, it was something that I felt was really worth doing. And I also feel that it's something that I think it's going to be very valuable. A lot of people, they struggle with letting go, and they struggle with who they're going to be when they go through this work, and doing it in ceremony was really powerful. It was an honour to hold that ceremony for the young lady. So I see it going forward, I do see that this is something that's going to take off actually, and I think it's definitely a service that I'm going to offer people, letting go of your old self so that you can really embrace the new you moving forward, using the elements. It was beautiful, really beautiful, and I enjoyed holding that ceremony. It's fantastic.
If you're interested in any of the training programs that we hold, please do click on our website, and we would love to speak with you. Welcome to day 4 of the Sacred Celebrants Academy training. Today we're covering the naming ceremony. So we don't just cover baby naming ceremonies, we also cover adult naming ceremonies such as transgender naming ceremonies, reclaiming our ancestral naming ceremonies, and other kinds of ceremonies where people want to reclaim who they are and take their name back. We are the only training program in the world that offers this kind of training for this service. We've got a couple of pictures just showing part of the day where our sacred celebrants are in circle and conducting beautiful non-scripted naming ceremonies, and they are all free to choose which one they would like to do. So one would do a baby naming, one would do claiming an ancestral naming ceremony. One has even made something up that she would like to do, which is reclaiming her old name. So there's many to choose from and many for you to offer as a sacred celebrant. How wonderful that we're surrounded by birds that represent love. So this is the one that everybody signs up for, really, the hand fasting day. And we're going to spend all day practicing, practice the technique. Good morning. Here we are on the land, and this is day 5. And in the background are our lovely sacred celebrants. I'll just move aside and let you see them. Yay. Wave to the camera, everyone. Woo! Yay. And today is the hand fasting day, so they're all going to practice conducting a full ceremony. We're here in the shadow of the mighty Tor, shrouded in the mists of Avalon. The way that we train you, there is no scripting. It all comes from here. Amazing. Avalon is the perfect training ground. There are other perfect training grounds for sacred celebrants training, but today we're doing it here. Very excited, and we'll tune in a little bit later on.
So, welcome everybody. Welcome to this fantastic day, this sharing, this honouring of love between these two beautiful souls, Vanessa and Joe. So welcome everybody to this ceremony, to this place of love, this place of honouring.
Welcome everybody. It's a joy to see your faces gathered here to celebrate this wonderful union of our gorgeous couple, Greg and Joe. My name's Vanessa. I'm your sacred celebrant today, and I'm a priestess of Rhiannon, the goddess of Avalon. So why are we here? We're going to conduct a hand fasting today, and it's a symbolic ceremony.
This sacred space. But before we start, we're going to go through a quick meditation that's going to ground us and center us and just allow us to come fully into the present moment, leaving everything else out behind so we can join together and witness.
If you're interested in training as a sacred celebrant, IPHM accredited, please get in touch with us.